Alright guys, what's up? It's your boy 1904 Comics. Today is Sunday. Yesterday I was fortunate enough to go to San Diego Comic-Con. To be honest with you guys, I wasn't planning on going this year. I bought the camera I'm filming with right now. It's a Panasonic G7. And I also bought a surround sound system for my TV. Pretty much figured, you know what, I'll buy this stuff next year. Hopefully I could get a ticket and attend the con. So that was the plan. Thursday when I got home, I was kind of regretting not even attempting to buy a ticket. Kind of mentioned it on Facebook. My sister seen a post from one of my friends. He had tickets, I guess, so she added me onto the post. And I thought he was trolling at first, but it turned out to be true. Showed up to my house on Friday around 5 o'clock in the afternoon and sold me the code. So I was able to go to, or not today, yesterday, to Comic-Con. Now I'll show you the pool I got, or not pool, the haul I got. No comics, no hardcovers, nothing like that. Just artwork. I'll show you the kind of presentation they have for the ticket. And a quick little story. So, we'll start off with the story, I guess. And as I go through the story, I kind of show you how it all came about. Anyways, online it said you could pick up your badge at 8:30 a.m. So I show up to the con a little bit before. Walk to the hotel next door to the convention center because that's where you picked up your badges last year. As I was walking to the hotel, or into the hotel, I seen Greg Capullo walking out with his wife. Now, I'm not one of those fanboys. I don't like to bug too much. So I just kind of said, hey, Greg Capullo. We turned around, introduced myself, told him I liked his artwork. He was pretty badass. You know, nothing too major, pretty much it. He just said, hey, you know, nice to meet you. Thanks for the compliment and the support. And I didn't get a picture. I didn't want to bug him. Like I said, he's with his wife. I'm not one of those guys, you know, that want to bug people when they're kind of on their own time, not really fan time at a booth or anything like that. So I just didn't even ask. Excuse me. So I walked into the hotel. They said, hey, dummy, you don't pick up your badge here. That's next door at the convention center. You gotta go there. So I did. I go upstairs, I get my badge. First, they just handed me a normal badge. If you've been to the convention center, or to Comic-Con, I should say, before, you usually go, at least last year, and they pretty much just give you a badge, like so. They give you a couple of books, pretty much pamphlets, stuff that's going on, just little previews and stuff like that. And this year they didn't do that. They pretty much gave you a cool little box. Check it out. They gave you a little box. You open up the box. Your badge will be inside. And this year they also included a cool little pin. See if it zooms in on it. New camera, so I don't know how good it's all gonna work. Not so good, huh? Anyways, it just says San Diego Comic-Con 2017. And then there's a little quick start guide. Inside of it, just like tips, what not to forget, and some maps of the convention center and stuff nearby. So that was pretty cool. It also came with a bag. Big Bang Theory. Little Lego bag here. Now the back side is just San Diego Comic-Con. It's like a bag slash backpack. So as you buy stuff, you can put your stuff inside the bag, which is nice. And then it also had a little pin attached to the bag, a little Wonder Woman pin. And that is that. Now, I guess I'll tell you the story first of what happened, or continue the story. So I have to pick up my badge and everything. I go downstairs, get in line. It's before 9 o'clock. The website says doors open at 9:30, which they did exactly at 9:30. They opened. We go inside. It takes 2 minutes to walk to the image booth. So by like 9:35 at the image booth. Another person was there right before me, a couple seconds before me, and asked about wristbands, which is why I was going there as well. The guy says we're all out of wristbands. We're kind of like, what the heck? Excuse me. So I asked them, hey, what time did you guys open? Because as I was walking to the image booth, I seen maybe 8, 9 other vendors that had 40 to 50 people in line already. And I was like the 13th, 14th person in line, so I know 200 people, 300 people didn't get in before us. You know what I mean? You guys were on one side of the convention center, and all of a sudden, what'd you do? Just run and they just, open the floodgates over there where 200-300 people came in before us? I don't think so. So I asked him, what time did you guys open? He goes, oh, they started letting people in at 9 o'clock. I was like, in my head, I was like, no, they didn't. I was in line before 9 o'clock pretty much. And no one let us in. The doors were closed the whole time. Finally, at 9:30, they opened them up and they started letting people in. So I don't know how Comic-Con does it. That's pretty jacked up because, for the normal people that were there early, who probably try to plan out, what wristbands they wanted and how they were going to do stuff, they got there, did the right thing. They were there before the time. They were probably there an hour early just to be let in at 9:30 and be screwed over because Comic-Con decided, we're going to let some special people in at 9 o'clock. I talked to other vendors. One of the pieces of art that I bought, the guy, he said he was pretty pissed because the Comic-Con people came over the PA system and said, hey, be ready at 9 o'clock, not 9:30, because we're letting people in early. And he was pretty pissed because he goes, I was getting my stuff ready, but I thought I had to 9:30. Now all of a sudden you cut my time by 30 minutes and I have to rush to prepare my booth. That's not cool. So yeah, I don't know who these people were, but there was, like I said, 9 booths at least I've seen that had 30, 40, maybe 50 people in line, which is not cool because, like I said, a lot of these people were probably there early, probably planning out their day, probably drove from a far distance. Some of them probably, came from cross country, from other, not cross country, from other countries or from across the whole state and stuff, and getting there early, hopefully to get a wristband, to be screwed because Comic-Con let other people in at 9 o'clock. That's not cool. So I'd like to get you guys' opinion on that. Anyways, let me show you the couple pieces of artwork I got, and I'll shut up. Check it out. I got Gus. Pretty badass. For everything, I think I spent no more than 120 bucks. I think each one of these was $15, and then one of them I paid 45 bucks for. So Gus right here, he was about 15 bucks. That is nice. Now these two I bought from, the next three I bought from one vendor. I bought these two the first time. And that is Deadpool with the mask and Deadpool without a mask. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have them side by side in a little frame. Let's see if I get into view for you guys, something like that. I thought it'd be pretty cool. So I paid 30 bucks for these two. And then I went to walk around. I went to other vendors. They didn't really have original artwork. They had a lot of prints. And I guess the cool thing now is, was it like a metal print or something like that they were calling them? I didn't care about that. I wanted some original sketches and stuff like that. A lot of them didn't really have any. And some other ones that did were either just way too expensive. We're talking about $200, $300, $400. Probably, more known artists, but I didn't care about that. I wanted the lesser known guys, try to support them. I went to go look at their artwork and stuff like that. And these guys did have original artwork that wasn't too pricey. And anyways, so I looked around the con. I didn't buy no omnibus, no hardcovers. I'm being really picky on what I'm buying now just because I kind of ran out of room and I don't want to fill my shelves with a bunch of crap I don't really want. So after figuring out there's no books here I want, I went back and boom, I bought Punisher. Like I said, I got all these pretty much for 15 bucks, except this one. I think I paid 45 bucks for it, 40 or 45 bucks. And check it out. Boom. Let me try to zoom in pretty well. Hopefully it focuses. There we go. So yeah, Omega Red. And that's that. And that's my haul, people. I'm going to try to post another video next week. And I'll get into why I haven't posted any video since my last one. The one I just said hello to everyone, and I'm kind of thinking about making the videos again. I deleted it by accident. Like I said, I'll get into that later just because it's been 10 minutes. Anyways, guys, peace out. See you next time. Laters.